This channel won't survive without your subscription and likes. Help me, he smirked, blowing smoke into the guard's face. But the next moment, a powerful strike with the rifle butt knocked the cigar from his hands. The crowd gasped, and the drunk tourist collapsed into the mud under the flashes of cameras. But his humiliation was only beginning. What happened next shocked everyone. London, in front of Buckingham Palace. Crowds of tourists film the motionless guard standing at their posts. Among them is Randy McGuinness, a 45-year-old American with tanned skin, reddish stubble, and a large belly protruding from beneath his stretched-out t-shirt that reads, "God Bless America." A baseball cap with the U.S. flag sits on his head, while his legs are clad in worn-out jeans and white sneakers caked in mud. Randy is already quite drunk. His speech slurs and his arms wave in rhythm to an invisible beat. In his right hand, he grips a thick Cuban cigar, releasing dense clouds of smoke. "Hey, dude, why so serious?" he drawls in a raspy voice, pointing his cigar at one of the guards. The guard, a tall young man with sharp features, remains motionless. He wears the traditional red tunic, white gloves, and the iconic bearskin hat, which makes him look even more imposing. The crowd of tourists falls silent, watching the situation unfold. Everyone knows that the guards don't react, unless they're truly provoked. Randy, enjoying the attention, takes a step closer and blows smoke directly into the guard's face. The crowd gasps. The guard remains still. Randy smirks. "Come on, man. At least blink." But the guard doesn't move an inch. The crowd begins to murmur. The tension rises. No one expected a tourist to be this bold. The crowd in front of Buckingham Palace starts whispering anxiously, the tension in the air building. People aren't just watching anymore. They're waiting to see what happens next. But Randy doesn't notice. Or he doesn't want to. His head is buzzing from the beer, and adrenaline is flooding his system, giving him an intoxicating sense of power. He takes another puff from his thick cigar, smoke curling around his pudgy fingers. Then, with a malicious grin, he exhales a thick cloud straight into the guard's face. Silence. Someone in the crowd gasps. "Oh my God, he's really doing this!" The murmurs turn into hurried movements. Phones are raised. Cameras start recording. Everyone realizes this is about to be a show. But for now, nothing happens. The guard stands like a statue, his gaze fixed straight ahead, his posture flawless. Randy squints, taking another cocky drag. A smug grin spreads across his face. "What's up, man? Smell good? That's Cuban, bro." He bursts into drunken laughter, wildly swinging his arm with the cigar. No reaction. The guard is impeccable. And yet... Randy notices something strange. The soldier's fingers tighten just slightly around the grip of his rifle. So subtle that no one would have seen it, unless they were this close. And Randy is close. Something about that tiny movement sets off the troublemaker inside him. The crowd murmurs louder. Some people even look away, sensing something bad is about to happen. But Randy is past the point of self-control. He takes another step forward. Now he is inches from the guard's face. The crowd gasps. "All right, what if I do this?" Randy mutters and brings the glowing tip of his cigar dangerously close to the collar of the guard's tunic. Silence. Absolute silence. For a moment, even the sounds of London seem to vanish. People freeze, some covering their mouths in shock, children clinging to their parents. The tourist's eyes widen, because no one has ever dared to do this before. Randy, drunk and overconfident, revels in the moment. And then, the guard moves. It happens in a flash. Randy doesn't even have time to realize he's crossed the line before wham! The guard's musket swings upward in a flawlessly executed motion. 1 second, and the heavy rifle butt smashes the cigar out of Randy's pudgy fingers. Crack! The cigar drops into the mud, sparks scattering across the cobblestone pavement. The crowd erupts. "Oh shit, he hit him!" Someone shrieks. "No way! I'm recording this!" "I've never seen this happen in real life." Randy stumbles backward, his mouth hanging open in stunned silence. His eyes widen in horror. He didn't expect this. He thought this British mannequin would stand there like a lifeless statue. He was wrong. The guard steps forward, sharp, powerful. Boom! The heavy stomp of his boot echoes across the square. "Stand back behind the line!" The command is sharp, piercing. The guard isn't shouting, he's commanding. His words hit like a war drum, like a military order that makes you want to stand at attention. Randy's legs buckle. His trembling knees give out. His heels slip. Splat! He crashes onto his back, landing in a puddle of cold, filthy mud. The crowd loses it. "Ha ha ha! What a disgrace! This is legendary. Dumb, drunk idiot." Some people clap, others lift their phones higher to get the perfect angle. But it's not over yet. Emerging like shadows from behind the tourists, 2 royal security officers appear. Black suits, dark sunglasses, stone-cold faces. They move fast, without a word. The first grabs Randy by the arms. The second twists his wrist in a lightning-fast motion. "Ow, ow, ow! What the hell?" Randy yelps, thrashing. But their grip is ironclad. "What the hell is this? Let me go! I'm an American!" Panic fills his eyes, but the guards don't even acknowledge him. They simply drag him away. The crowd goes silent. For a second, everything freezes, and then, click, click, click. The snap of cameras, flashes from smartphones, a viral video in real time. Randy squirms, struggling, but they carry him off like a worthless sack of garbage. The crowd explodes into chatter, the laughter never stopping. "Post it on TikTok. Upload it to YouTube. Let the whole world laugh." And that's when Randy realizes he just became a joke for millions. Randy still doesn't fully grasp what just happened. But now he's sitting in a police station, disheveled, filthy, reeking of smoke and beer. His stretched-out "God Bless America" t-shirt is stained with mud. His hair is a mess. His face is red with humiliation and rage. His dirty baseball cap lies on the floor beside him. Across from him sits a British police officer, an older man in a crisp uniform. His graying eyebrows are slightly raised, but his face remains cold and emotionless. The room is suffocatingly silent. Only the slow tick, tick, tick of a clock makes it even more unbearable. The officer flips through some papers, not even looking at Randy. Then, in a flat, professional voice, he speaks. "Mr. McGuinness, you are being charged with public disorder and inappropriate conduct toward the Royal Guard." Randy says nothing. All the fun has drained from his body, along with the alcohol, but he still hopes he can talk his way out of this. "Come on, man. I was just messing around," he mutters hoarsely, rubbing his face. The officer finally looks at him. "Your messing around, Mr. McGuinness, has earned you a fine of $300. Randy's head snaps up. "What?" The officer blinks slowly, unbothered. "Or a permanent ban from entering the United Kingdom." Randy freezes. The air in the room thickens. For the first time, he realizes the gravity of the situation. The entire internet is laughing at him. TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, all flooded with videos of him face-planting in the mud, his cigar getting smacked out of his hand. The headlines: "American tourist messes with Royal Guard and gets destroyed. British Royal Guard versus drunk idiot. Guess who wins? This is why you don't harass the Queen's Guard." Millions of views, thousands of comments. So satisfying to watch. Embarrassing. Hope he's banned from London forever. I keep rewatching the moment he falls in slow motion. Randy buries his face in his hands. Shit. He realizes one thing. This moment will haunt him in memes for the rest of his life.